Hi, hello friends. Welcome to Indian Tech Guru for you. In this video, let us learn about IO streams in Java. So first of all, before going to IO streams in Java. Before going to IO streams, let us first discuss about how we are going to get input for a particular Java program. So I have written a Java program, Java application program. This Java application program requires some input data. So in general, I am going to give the input data from the keyboard. Keyboard is a standard input device. So that's why in Java terminology, we call it as system.in. We represent keyboard using system.in. Similarly, whenever I want to display output to the screen, then it is generally termed as I'm going to display the output on the console. Console is generally considered as system.out. So these two things we already know how to get the input from the keyboard and how to display the output on the console whenever we run the Java applications. However, during the reading data for the Java application from the keyboard or displaying the output to the console, the data will be residing only temporarily. It cannot be stored permanently. So that is one drawback of reading data from the keyboard as well as displaying the output on the console, because this entire data will be residing in the temporary memory RAM. And one of the other problem is if the input data if the input data is very large. For example, assume that I want to read a matrix of 20 by 20. Then how many elements I need to give as input? I need to give 400 elements. So if at all after giving 400 elements, if there is a logical error, then definitely I need to re-enter once again these 400 elements. So which is a repetitive process and cumbersome process. So that's why now we'll be introducing a new concept known as IO streams, a part of the IO streams known as file streams or file IO streams. File IO streams. So what is meant by stream? Stream is nothing but flow of data. So whatever the system.in, system.out we discuss, there are also streams only. However, there are streams of standard input device as well as standard output device. Whereas the file IO system, the file IO stream represents reading as well as writing the data to the file or from the file. That is, we can read the data from a data file, read the data. Similarly, we can write the data to a data file. We can read the data from the data file. We can write the data to a data file. So here comes the concept of file IO streams. Generally, whenever we discuss with the IO streams, in general, we'll be discussing with the file IO streams. Now let us explore the file IO streams and what are the classes supported by Java for the file IO streams. Now we are in the Java API documentation. So all the supported files related to the IO streams will be in the package java.io. Here you can see the package java.io. Just click on the java.io. Then there will be plenty of interfaces as well as plenty of classes, predefined classes, which are used to perform the file IO operations. So the important ones are input stream. Here it is, input stream class, and the output stream class, and then file input stream, file output stream. So these classes are used for byte streams, that is, data is read from the file as well as written to the file in byte format. In addition to these files, we'll have the file reader as well as file writer classes, which are used to read and write the data in character format. So these are the most frequently used classes to perform the file operations. Sometimes we may use the byte array input stream as well as byte array output stream classes also to perform the read and write operations based on byte arrays. And we may use char array reader and char array writer classes to perform the read and write operations of the character arrays. The data input stream and data output stream were used previously, but as of now, they are deprecated. So these are the basic input output files we generally use. All these classes and interfaces are residing in the package java.io. As I said, basically there are two different types of reading the data in not only in Java but also in all programming languages. So the first one is called as byte streams, and the second one is called as character streams. So as far as the byte streams are concerned, the data is read from the file as well as written to the file in the format of bytes. Whereas in case of character streams, the data is written as well as read from the Java program in character format. So being human beings, we will understand character data very well, but we will not be understanding the bytes. So that's why even we use the byte streams. Definitely these byte streams must be converted into character streams, characters, before actually we print the data. So even we use the byte streams, they must be converted into strings. So because we can only understand the strings of data. So then what is the advantage of byte streams compared to character streams? In case of character streams, the numeric data is also considered as characters. For example, if I want to store 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 number, then it will be treated as characters only, because there are 6 characters. In case of ASCII format, 6 bytes are needed. In case of Unicode character set, because Unicode character set takes 2 bytes for storing one character, it requires 12 bytes. However, if you represent the same number in byte format, in bytes format, because it is an integer number, it requires only 4 bytes. So that's why it is better to store data in byte streams in files to save the memory. However, if there are no memory constraints, then we can go for character streams for storing the numeric data also. So these are the two categories of file streams that are available in Java. In the next video, we'll be discussing about the byte streams and see how to execute a simple program using byte streams. Hope you understand the logic. Thanks for watching. That's all for now.